T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today, well, it's Sunday. It's the Sunday Horror Hangout. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on here. Believe it or not, I'm actually a little nervous coming on here. Whenever I'm away for like an extended period of time, I always get those butterflies before, we jump on here. But I'm excited to be here. With me, as always, on Sunday Horror Hangout is Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
What's up to you, Michael, and everyone in the chat and the Movies and Beyond family? Because, dude, I know I speak for you as well, but that's what this is. That's exactly what it feels like, man. Michael, I'm doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot going on, a lot that I've done right by your side. Scarefest, which was fantastic. Straight from that into our third annual Mad Max Mask costume contest, which was last night, and it could not have went better. We had 20 plus adults. We could have had a few more kids, but I'm actually going to bump that up a week because I feel like we hit the contest a little too close to Halloween. So a lot of people have their own things going on and things like that. So we're going to probably move it up and hopefully get, some more kids and whatnot. But, aside, it was a wonderful turnout. The costumes were absolutely off the charts. You got to see a lot of them, Michael.
Yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to our winner, Brian, who was, and I know, Michael, you were digging it. I know you were digging it.
Oh, yeah.
As was I. He was Jason from Part 8, Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. And I'm telling you guys, when I say he was spot on, he was spot effing on. So he was the winner. We had an amazing runner up in Keith. He was Terrifier, the Art the Clown Santa version from Part 3, and it was just awesome. But it's been a lot, and I feel like I'm kind of at the wind down period of the whole fall season and everything, and to get to wind down with you guys on my favorite show is like just the perfect way to do it. So I'm happy to be here, Michael, and I look forward to our show tonight, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it was definitely fun yesterday. I always like being judge at that. It's always a good time. It's crazy that you say that you want to bump that up, a week, bring it a little closer, because
I just said that. I want to take it back a week. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, like it's funny that you say that, because from what I understand, next year's Scarefest, they bumped out a week. So it's going to be a week closer to Halloween. So it would have been this weekend.
That works perfectly.
So I did hear that this weekend. I haven't looked at it for myself. Of course, this is all hearsay. I haven't looked into it myself, but it's crazy that you say, hey, I'm going to make it, the week before, which is usually Scarefest weekend. And then me hearing that Scarefest was going to be a week later next year.
And Michael, that's perfect news, because I was actually, because I was aware of Scarefest, so I was actually going to take it up 2 weeks. But with Scarefest going up, dude, that's perfect. I'll take it back one. We'll hit the contest. Then the following week we'll do Scarefest, and
that's cool shit.
That's perfect.
That is cool shit. Well, let's see who we got in the chat, because we are going to get into Halloween tonight. This is the closest, we're going to get to Halloween, because, my next Sunday show will be after Halloween, because Halloween is on Friday. So this is kind of somewhat our Halloween celebration stream. So definitely, at the bottom there, I put Happy Halloween to everyone. Change the background up a little bit, kind of give us that little Haddonfield vibe there. That we're in there talking about Halloween tonight. But let's see who we have in the chat. Let's say what's up to everybody. Let me get through here, and I will do the best that I can. I see that Jerry Wilson was in the chat saying, hello, Movies and Beyond fam. Slash that like button. Yes, if you have not hit that like button yet, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel more than you know. What's up, Jerry? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you made it home safe. I know that you were out and about for the last week or so. I hope that you're home safe, brother, and it's good to see you here, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paula's in the chat saying hi to everybody. What's up, Paula? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy Sunday. Good to see you here as always.
Hello, Paula.
Russell Dorsey is in the chat as well saying, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's get this party started. Thug Life. Hi, Michael, Matt, and everyone in the chat. Let's celebrate.
Russell.
What's up, my man? What is going on, dude? Good to see you, brother. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Val from Val's Views is in the chat. And the General's in the chat. And the General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. Saying, happy Sunday, my wonderful Movies and Beyond family. Happy Sunday to you, Val. Good to see you here, my friend. I hope that you are doing well as well. Who else do we have in the chat? Oh, I don't want to see. I don't want to miss anybody. If I scroll too fast, then I'm going to miss people. Hold on a second. See, I just skipped one right here. Let's see. I've lost it. The shape has entered the chat. James is in the chat saying, "Hi, folks. I hope your day was good. Mine wasn't." Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, James. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I hope that everything's going well for you. And I'm glad you're here. Bad days, man. Good days. It means the world to me that you guys show up, that you guys come to hang out. And thank you. Thank you. I hope you're doing better, James.
Yeah, I do just want to say, real quick that, James took a fall and busted his head open pretty good, and that was something I absolutely hated to hear. James, I'm sure I speak for all of us. You are our boy, and you can't keep the shape down, man. You can't keep the shape down. I'm glad you're doing better, buddy. I love you, and I'm glad you're here, man, for sure.
I wonder if he did the sit-up. James, only you can answer that question. After it happened, did you do the sit-up? Let me know, dude. I'm glad you did.
The last thing on his mind, but
you have to make everything light. You know what I mean? So, James, I do hope you're feeling better. But if you did sit up, let me know. I'm kind of curious. Center Studios is in the chat saying hello to everybody. What's up, man? What is going on? Wayne Turner's in the chat saying hi, all. It's 11 a.m. Monday here in Sydney, Australia. Yesterday, the 26th of October 2025, a.k.a. today in the U.S. 40 years ago, I first traveled back in time to 1955, a.k.a. watching Back to the Future now. Dude, that's awesome.
That is awesome. What's up,
Wayne? Cool. That is super cool. What's up, man? I see that Chris Hauser's in the chat saying hi, all. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing well. Who else do I have in the chat here? I see that. Oh, shoot. See, I'm skipping people. Oracle's in the chat. Oracle 6848 saying you better get ready. We are ready, my friend. What's up, Oracle? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat. And she's saying, boy, do I need this so badly tonight. I've been in ICU all day. Well, I hope that everything's going better, Melissa. I hope that you're doing well, my friend. And it means the world to me that you're here. All thoughts and prayers out to you and your family. Anything we can do, just let your family know, because that's what we're here for. But I'm glad you're here, Melissa. Definitely glad you're here.
Yeah, same here. Melissa's just a big addition to this whole family. Like, I've always loved her takes on everything, and I just second what Michael said. Like, our best is with you, and it's awesome to see you here.
Mr. Rick has hit 16 months as a Movies and Beyond channel member. Mr. Rick, you are the man. Thank you so much for being a channel member, and thank you for being a channel member for that long. He's saying tonight should be fun. Let's do it, my man. Good to see you, Mr. Rick. I hope you're doing well, brother. And congratulations. See, Kyle's in the chat saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Michael and Matt? What's up, Kyle? I hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you here, brother. Always good to see you here.
Awesome. And Michael, so Center Studios is a.k.a. Tim Pumpkin. He changed his name. So
yes.
Did you already know that?
Yes.
Yes, I did. It's new to me.
Okay.
So
right.
Right on. What's up, Tim Pumpkin?
Michelle's in the chat saying happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle.
Did I miss anybody? I see that Mad Dad's in the chat saying, from Mad Dad, a shout out for Michael. Often a contest was greatly appreciated by me, who came through again, whose help I greatly appreciate. The costume. All right, Terry, I got you, man. I'm there. I am there, brother.
Dude,
thanks for having me, for sure.
It's awesome, Michael. And it's one thing I love, when I jump off the stage for a second and get to go check out you guys. I see you and Mad Dad, like, in just the deepest thought doing your thing. And it's just so cool to see. And you guys, I got to say, you're great judges. You really are. Like, what you come out with is pretty much damn near spot on what I'm thinking, too.
Yeah, it's tough, though, man, because there's so many. you know me, it's like slashers win. You know what I mean? And you want to make sure that you're looking at all the costumes. You want to make sure, because a lot of people put a lot of work into some of those costumes, man.
For sure,
and
man.
like we had that pirate that it was just like, look, I'm not a huge pirate fan. I mean, I love Pirates of the Caribbean, don't get me wrong, but the costume was dope. Like you have to give it to him. Like the attention to detail that went into the costume. You have to look at all that stuff.
Yeah. And what I need everybody in the chat to do is give a little shit to Mad Dad, because he didn't dress up and he had some excuse. His stuff didn't come in. Well, he's got to order it a little bit earlier, right, Michael?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I
you know,
think.
he's been looking so good each year, and you know, we were expecting a Captain Spaulding this year, which I know he could nail. But yeah, just giving my pops a little bit of shit, but hopefully he does dress up. He's had some great ones, man. Otis, you know, and I think he can still kill that Spaulding, man.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
And sometimes you do have to order stuff stupid early, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've ordered things, they're there the next day. You're like, what the hell? Right. I've ordered things where by the time it arrives, I've forgotten I ordered it, you know?
Yeah. Same. For sure. Like that Elvira picture that I got for Horror Hound.
Yeah.
You know, it came like a week ago. It's like, oh, it's sucking. You know,
yeah,
like,
right.
That don't mean nothing to me now. For one, she's canceled at this point. Two, the event's been over for weeks. You know, but thank God I got this picture. You know, it's like, all right, here we go. Mayanne is in the chat saying, good evening, Movies and Beyond fam. What is going on? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. Don't think that I did, but if I did, I see that Drew is in the building as well, and he says, and I'm here too. What's up, Token Drew? I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Drew? What's going on, my friend? Drew's another one that I want to see at the costume contest next year.
Yeah.
Definitely missed your appearance, Drew. So hopefully you can stop by next year for sure.
I guess there's some thing going on. I'm seeing in the chat as I'm scrolling through that I guess that YouTube is changing people's names, right? So it's like the shape is no longer the shape. It just says James, you know?
Okay, that's not cool.
Right. And you know, Melissa the wild card is Miss Candy 84, and she says, I'm wild card. Don't know why YouTube changed my name either.
That's strange.
So it's just like,
that's strange.
What are you doing, YouTube? Are you trying to make Movies and Beyond go to another platform? Because I will. Let me just find one that I can operate. Like, seriously, you guys are. I'm telling you, the thought is there. Trust me, the thought is there. I am grateful for all my subscribers here, but we can do better somewhere else. Don't think Michael isn't thought about it. But Melissa, I've always wanted, with your name being the wild card, and hopefully it changes back soon. I finally did find the clip that I was talking that made me think when Melissa the wild card shows up in the chat. I'm a big It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, right? And Charlie, one of the characters, he would be sitting in their van and he would cut their brakes. So when they would be driving, they had no brakes, right? And he'd yell, wild card, bitches, and he'd jump out the back, right? So every time I thought, you know, I would see Melissa the wild card, it would make me think of Charlie yelling, wild card, bitches. And I finally clipped it out, Melissa. I finally clipped it out and put it on here. So when you show up, I can throw out the wild card, bitches.
Wild card, bitches!
So I can always throw out the wild card for sure. But yeah, this whole thing with them changing names, it's like, Michelle, YouTube is already dead to me. You know, I'm starting to feel, you know, I'm definitely starting to feel that, like 100%. Like I'm not happy. Let me just say this. If they give me a survey right now, they're going to get ones. Like I'm not very happy with what YouTube has going on. But I will say this, Matt, and this is a little childish of me, but who would I be if I wasn't me? They put some new like things on StreamYard that I'm sitting here waiting for you to log on. I'm sitting here clicking all these buttons, and they have like sound effects now, like sound effect buttons I can hit. and they have like a bounce, like can you hear that?
Yes, I can hear that.
Like so. Like say there's a gong. Like I don't
That's
know
some Mortal
what-
Kombat shit.
I don't know what I would use that stuff for. It seems kind of tacky, but at the same time, if
You
I'm
use
in,
that
like,
when Scorpion's coming in and get ready to fight.
I mean, you
That's
know,
when
like
you use it, Michael.
I feel like I am not an adult enough to have these buttons in front of me. Like it was bad enough for me to have like the Skeletor at my proposal, you know, or at my disposal anytime I wanted. But now you're giving me like a gong.
Dude,
like-
you're pretty good with that Skeletor. What?
I do my best.
What?
You know, yeah, like I do my best with it.
What?
Just there, you know, like it's just there. And now you're giving me a gong. Like I feel like if somebody says something, do you remember? Are you old enough to remember the Gong Show? Back, I know that there's people old enough in the chat to remember the Gong Show. But if you said something that was just like whack, you could just be like, you know, like it's mean, but it's there. I'll do my best to not just start pushing fucking buttons. Like there's no way. There's no way. I don't have the capability or responsibility. My mind. It's yes. But anyway, we're here to talk about Halloween and not gongs.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pretty sure I'm gonna throw out a gong every now and then. I will try not to overdo it. All right, but I'll keep my hands where you can see them, for sure. Let's go ahead. Let Mad Matt get his mask off. Mad Matt's mask off. I'm sorry. But let's go ahead and get into this. We are going to go over. We did 10, right? There are 10 great moments in Halloween that I have. There are 10 great moments in Halloween that Matt has. There are 10 great moments that all of you guys have. And there's probably like 30 moments that we all have that we love. And I started making this list and it's like, I could have did 20 more. So that if your scene or sequence of scenes is not in this, I do apologize, but these are mine. These are Matt's. But I want to hear yours in the chat as well. Let's see. Val said, can we request the gong if one of y'all say something dumb?
We'll be donging all night long. Like we won't even be able to get anything out.
That would be gonging all night long. But I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like like
I mean, shit.
I can only hit the button so many times in one stream, Val. I feel like, you know, carpal tunnel syndrome might kick in if I gong every time that I myself say something stupid. So I don't know. I don't know. But let's talk about Halloween. That's why everybody came here. We're 22 minutes into this show. Matt, you have 10 moments in Halloween that stick out to you. Why don't you give me your number 10?
Okay, I have way more.
Hold on. 1 second. Give me your number 10.
All right. So I apologize ahead of time. Like I cannot say that this is exactly my number 10.
Okay.
You know, getting your favorite moments together was hard enough.
Yeah.
And then to put them from, you know, exactly 10 through 1, like I no, that would take me like 6 months. So let me give you one that I absolutely love, and I think it could be around the 10 mark. How's that?
All right, that sounds good, man. Hold on, I think I have numbers on you. Yeah, number 10. There it is. See the number 10 up in the corner? I made that like 2 years ago. We're gonna use it tonight. There it is.
Oh God. Okay.
Number 10.
All right. This is a good one. I'm gonna go with Halloween 6. The Curse of Michael Myers, and I'm going with the opening kill scene. I absolutely love this kill, guys. You know, we're coming off of 5, right? And this is all my take. You know, you could be saying, okay, we came off 5 and then we, you know, got worse with 6, you know, whatever your thinking is. for me, we're coming off 5. I don't completely shit on 5, but it's a weaker link. So 6 comes out, we're ready. What's Michael going to look like? What are we doing? And what do they do for the very first kill is they bring out that Michael coming out of the darkness, that whole coming out of the shadows thing and everything. And I feel like they do it so well. I want to say that George P. Wilbur, in my opinion, looked absolutely fantastic as Michael Myers. The mask was different in all the best ways. Now, I'm not saying it's my favorite mask, but to be different the way it was, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Comes out of the shadow, picks her up, does the classic, pins her on the wall, steps back, takes a look at his work. And it's like, to me, that is Halloween.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just an amazing opener. It's a fantastic visual, and that's going to be my number 10, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was like a celebration kill from him. For him,
Yeah, it was.
He just had a baby. You know what I mean? They were running away with his baby.
Don't ruin my moment.
he had just, the only thing he was missing was a cigar.
You're doing this on purpose, man. You're ruining my moment.
I'm not ruining your moment. I'm ruining 6's moment. No, but seriously, man, great kill, dude. I love the way that he pins her up against the wall. They use the spike perfectly, man. Very brutal for sure. And that was also giving you the I don't know what the correct word would be, but it was showing you that this Michael wasn't playing around, like he was going to be brutal, right? They established that at the beginning of the movie with that kill, followed shortly by the owner of the truck that she stole was outside as well, and that was a brutal kill as well. So it was setting that tone for Michael to be the way that he was in that. Yeah, definitely.
And I will say this last thing I'll say, as much as I love that kill, I can agree with anyone. Why the hell was that perfectly beautiful spike on that wall? Well, what was that for? Like, dude, it came to a beautiful point. Don't tell me they hang stuff on that.
You could hang a lantern on there.
What was that for? I can love it and critique it at the same time. But.
Very fair. I would like to shout this out. Michelle has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you, Michelle. It's always means the world when you guys do that. Thank you a million times. It means the world to me. Thank you. Like I couldn't say thank you enough for when you guys do that. Thank you so much. For me, let me go ahead and do one that might surprise you, but I had to throw this in. It's my number 10. I am going with my number 10 will be from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the nightmare sequence that begins the film, the whole sequence there. A lot of people call it the dream sequence. To me, it was a nightmare. She woke up screaming, right?
So you're doing the whole sequence.
Yeah. It was a moment. Like that was a moment. You know what I mean? Like that sequence alone was a moment in Halloween. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, for me, the only thing that I liked about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But it was brutal, man. We talked about the brutality of 6. We talked about, setting the tone for Michael. I believe that this was potentially setting the tone for a freaking juggernaut of a Michael coming through in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But unfortunately, for me, that movie dived off a cliff at that point. And but I do appreciate the dream sequence. It was very brutal. It just started right up where we were, like it was just like, what the fuck's going on? Is this whole movie gonna be this way? How are you gonna start the movie like that? This is insane. So it is in my top 10 Halloween moments of the whole franchise, man. And it is my number 10. I feel like that needed to be included in this for me. So I definitely wanted to throw the dream sequence in there for sure.
Oh, it's in there with mine as well. It was phenomenal. But I'm with you on the whole thing, kind of diving off a cliff. But you thought for a moment, like, okay, we're really in for something.
Hell yeah. Let me let me get some of these. I mean, you guys were throwing out moments like freaking crazy out here. Let's see. Val was saying Halloween 78, the head tilt after he stabs Bob into the wall.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Oh,
Totally iconic. Totally freaking iconic.
And I actually, about that, I didn't realize how many times he tilted his head. I just watched Halloween 1 originally, and I thought it was like, 1.5. But he does it like 3-4 times.
Yeah, he's kind of examining his work. You know what I mean?
Dude,
he's
it's
wanting
awesome.
to see it from different. Yeah, so good. So good. Kyle is saying, to me, many of the great Halloween moments involve Dr. Loomis. Dude.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree. 100%. 100%. Russell says Halloween 2018 closet scene when the shape gets the babysitter. Dude, I think it's such an underrated scene, but I feel like it's underrated because it was in the damn trailer. And just another thing, like that was one of my biggest gripes, with the David Gordon Green trilogy, were the way that they cut those trailers. Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills did the same thing.
Couldn't you even just show her like getting ready to open the closet, but not have to show Michael and everything?
I know they showed the whole knife and everything. Like it's just like, are you freaking serious? So it took away that moment when you went to the theater to see the movie. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see. I guess name changes are changing like all over the place with YouTube. I don't understand what's going on. For sure.
I guess I'll be happy, Matt, for this evening. Everybody's changing. Yeah. I love James saying I am not James. I am the shape.
Paul is saying Michael escaping at the beginning of Halloween 5 and floats down the river is my number 10.
I like that. I like that.
Wow, that is crazy. I love it, Paula.
I actually kind of do too, because it's almost like Michael looks so vulnerable, right? Just this current take, and he looks like he's a kid on a freaking lazy river or some shit.
Just cruising down, new mask and everything, just like saying fuck it, he's got it. I do see that Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat saying, "What's up, all you scary people?" What's up, Jeff?
What's going on, Jeff?
My friend? Let's see. Oracle saying, I just did a stream yesterday on my channel on the favorite greatest Dr. Loomis moments. Dude, that would be fun. That would be a fun one to do for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. And Russell says, no dangertainment. Oh, what? That was my next one.
I gotta say this real quick because we brought up Loomis. You know what I really like is the time he when he's in the truck with the Reverend, and he asks him if he wants a drink and everything, and when he just looks over at him and smiles, it's so great because we rarely see Loomis just have a moment where he's just like, this guy's a trip,
Yeah, like this guy's crazier than I am. Like,
but I just love that. I love seeing him smile at that gentleman.
What is it you're chasing? Oh, I knew you were a pilgrim.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so good.
Oh yeah. All right, dude. Number 9. Let me go to my numbers so I don't forget. Number 9. What is Mad Matt's number 9?
All right.
In Halloween.
Again, do not judge me about my order. Oh, okay. This is a good 9. I'm going to go with, this is very simple. You and I talked about this earlier, Michael. I'm going with Halloween H2O. And for me, I absolutely, for whatever reason it was, love the bathroom scene when the lady stops off with her daughter and, they're trying to get her in the restroom. They have to use the boys' restroom. And she peeks, he takes her purse. She's on edge.
Yeah.
And she looks through that little crack in the door, sees Michael walk and do that stop and turn around and just stare right at her mask and everything. Like, tell me as a woman, vulnerable, you're just in there with your little girl that you would protect, you do anything you had to protect her.
Yeah.
But to see that, it had to be absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely terrifying. And it's not my H2O. Michael's Look in H2O is not my favorite by any means, but I think whatever it worked for that scene.
Yeah,
it really did, and I've just always loved that shot, man. I thought it was beautiful, but simple, but it was one I absolutely loved.
hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, definitely. A good scene. It's like she was more concerned for her daughter than she was for herself, like any mom, right?
For sure.
You know, she saw her purse get taken. She was immediately quiet, you know, but as soon as she heard her daughter scream, you remember, she's like, spiders.
Oh yeah,
You know, she jumps out of the stall no matter what.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, definitely a great scene, man. I totally see it. I do want to shout this out before I throw my number 9 out there, that Sarah Campbell is in the chat and a member for 20 months at Movies and Beyond. Wow. Thank you so much, Sarah. Congratulations. She's saying, sorry, I'm late. I can't believe it's been 20. Yeah, me neither. I can't. Congratulations on being 20 months a member at Movies and Beyond. And thank you for me. A huge awesome. Thank you for being a channel member and for being a channel member for 20 months for sure. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Matt, number 9 for me. And this might surprise you because it's coming from another movie that you know that I do not like.
I love that.
But I am going with Halloween 5, the laundry chute scene with Danielle Harris going up and down the laundry chute with Michael stabbing through the side of it. I think that there was anything in that movie that built tension. I think that did really well at building tension. You were kind of on edge, like climb, motherfucker, climb.
Even her foot stepping on the blade at one point.
Yeah, foot stepping on the blade. She's climbing up. He goes to the top. You know, it's back and forth. And it was just so good. I think to me that's just one of the very few takeaways I have from Halloween 5 that keeps it from not being resurrection for me. But it does have some redeeming moments, and to me, I think that the laundry chute scene is a redeeming moment in Halloween 5, where I think that it's really good and it was done really, really well. So that's the spot that I'm putting that one. So I'm a Halloween 5 hater, but game recognizes game. I understand when things are good. I'm not going to hesitate to shout them out for sure.
And that's something we also talked about, Michael. It's so cool, like that it can be one of your least favorite in the franchise, but that doesn't mean there still can't be a scene or two where you're like, that's dope.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Paula is saying 9 for me is any scene with Josh Hartnett in H2O. All right. I gotcha.
Okay.
The Shape is saying the scalpel kill was awesome in H2, seeing that nurse shoe plop off her feet. It was funny. Oh, you're talking about the original H2 where he lifts her up? Yeah, with the scalpel.
James, don't get to that before I do. Damn it.
I'm not really sure about the physics in that one, James, but I mean, physics are out the door when you come to these. I mean, I always bring up the Freddy versus Jason kill where he stabs the machete through the tree that was thousands of years old, and it was.
Now what kind of physics are you saying? Like that is.
If you stick a scalpel in a body, no matter how strong you are, you're not going to have enough leverage to lift somebody up, right?
I want to say
you're going to cut upwards, if anything. Like,
in my opinion, some of his fist was in her back. I want to say there was more than just a scalpel in her back. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my takeaway.
Okay, that's you. I got you. I see what you got.
But yeah, I don't think it's just the scalpel and
I
lift her up. I think it's the scalpel just punctured that first hole where he damn near had his hand through her. Like, I don't, but that's what I thought.
Then he, okay. I got you. All right.
So just look at it that way, Michael.
Yeah, hey, man.
Let it be.
Hey, I got you.
Yeah, but as far as I hear what you're saying, because you can even go back to that amazing Bob kill in the first one. That knife is not going to go through him and a door and just hold him there. It's not going to
support like 180 pounds of.
It's not going to happen. But sometimes.
We love it. We love that stuff, right? For sure. Wayne Turner saying the ice skate to the head of Joseph Gordon-Levitt near the beginning of H2O. Yeah, that was cool, man. That was cool. I did like that. Where she turns when he's sitting in the chair in the living room, she comes in. He's got the ice skate in his face, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome.
and with the latest Halloween 6 Ultimate Michael Myers, you get the rollerblade. You get the skate with it. Did you know that?
Oh, nice. No, no. James says, I like the Michael Kidd kill in the garden tool. Love that kill. I like the Michael Kidd kill with the garden tool. Michael Kidd kill. I don't remember. Which one was that in, James? I'll figure it out.
Is he saying maybe Rob Zombies, where he uses the log, or the tree stump?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Russell saying his kill was off camera, Wayne. So was Tyra Banks in Resurrection. Oh yeah.
Back to the roller skate. I kind of do wish, but it is cool. But it was off camera. It'd be cool to kind of see how that took place.
Michelle said it's not possible kind of physics. I agree, but we're gonna. It happened. We synced it. We synced it in the movie. We did. James is saying I could really be done. It couldn't really be done with the scalpel. Would not be able to hold up that dead weight. See, that's what I feel. But if you use Matt's fisting theory, maybe. Wayne says, will anyone mention a scene from 3?
No. Hope not.
I don't know. I keep wanting to call Melissa Miss Candy. In the fog, in the fourth Michael climbs back to the truck and grabs the driver. Yes, when they're driving out of Haddonfield during the fog, and he climbs up out of the back. And how those other 3 didn't hear him kill the first one, I'm not sure, but I can dig it. I can definitely.
I can too. It's what I like about it so much is just how easily he just goes through them. He's ducking and stabbing and tossing them, and it's very just it's like Michael in ninja mode on the back of a truck. I dig it too.
They heard nothing. Nothing
but can we critique it? Absolutely.
Yeah. Matt, number 8, where you at, brother? Where are you at?
Phone don't just ring at a police station. No way, no how.
Phone don't just ring at a police station. No way, no how.
All right, let's do a good 8. I'm gonna take us just to actually get up a second. I'm gonna have to get a pen so I can cross these out. I don't double up here. So, all right, I'm going to stay with James on H2.
Okay.
And I'm going with Michael breaking through the glass door. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. They're all in there. Loomis, the marshal, Laurie Strode, they're all in there, and they know he's coming, right?
Yeah.
And he comes in just beautiful Michael fashion. There is no like, oh, this door is locked. Let me see if I can. And just boom, right through it. He's coming. He's on a mission. I think it's an absolutely beautiful shot. I absolutely love it. So
walking through the glass door.
Oh, I love it.
The scene leading up to that too was very what's the word? Very familiar. Like you could tell that they used a lot of the original Halloween where Michael was walking across the street and Laurie was trying to get to her keys. She feel like she didn't have the keys. And then she yells up to Tommy and he has to open the door for her. Well, if you remember, prior to that, she's trying to get in. It's locked. Michael's walking up to her, and then they open the door. But we do get that, him walking through the glass as opposed to coming in, through the window that she left open.
But let me ask you guys this on the same note, just before that scene, what was with Laurie seeing her help Loomis and all them walking in, and she can't talk to save her life with them all right there. And as soon as they get inside, she just belts out, "Help me."
Yeah.
What in the world was that about?
Well, I
say panic or like,
I'm assuming she had to build it up, before she could get it out. And the timing was all off, but yeah, man, I get it. Like, it's just, it's frustrating a little bit, but I think that kind of in that situation, when you make those, you want that fan engagement to be like, it's like when people like drop a knife after they think the killer's dead, or it's just like you've got that audience like, what are you doing, so they're engaging with what's going on the screen. But yes, from a trying to figure it out standpoint,
definitely like, what are you doing?
Please, like, help.
After they're gone, door shut.
I mean, it's almost like if you were laying there with a buddy, that buddy would have looked at you like, yeah, you fucked that one up, didn't you? You know what I mean? Or if you're a person like me who kind of has those inner monologues with your, great job, Michael. Fantastic there. You couldn't have did that like 3 seconds sooner.
For sure.
This wouldn't have been an issue.
It always bugged me, but
yeah, for sure.
I guess maybe we wouldn't have got the, walk through the glass and all that. I guess it would have changed the whole sequence of the scene. So
yeah, for sure. All right, man. Number 8 for me, I am going to Halloween 2018. And I am going to talk about the tracking shot that they have in 2018. You see Michael standing on the sidewalk. He turns around, and it's one shot where he walks all the way down the side of the house. He gets the hammer out of the shed. He goes inside. He thumps that lady a couple times with the hammer. She's laid out on the table. He gets his knife. He walks out through, the living room. He passes the baby. It makes you think like, oh shit, is he going to stab this baby? Like, come on, don't do that. Then he walks out the front door. You see him look to the right. He walks down. He looks at that nurse and doctor couple as they're getting in the car. Then he walks up the stairs. This is all one fucking shot. It's fucking amazing.
It is.
He walks up the stairs, looks in the window, sees the girl on the phone. You see his shadow go around the back. He comes in, stabs that girl on the neck, bangs her head off the whatever, I guess it was a windowsill or something, stabs her in the neck, and then the shot's over. That was like a 3-minute tracking shot. And I thought it was freaking unbelievable. And that, for me, was like Michael's back in Haddonfield.
It really was amazing.
It really gave me that feeling. So I had to put this on the list. Yes, it was a great Halloween moment for me, for the simple fact that it was so fucking long and it was one shot. If I ever make a movie and I can make a tracking shot that long, I'll never not talk about it. I'm like, hey, remember when I made that tracking shot that was fucking 3.5 minutes long?
And how brutal was he, dude?
It was brutal. It was brutal. And it gave you that feeling like, holy shit, he's back in Haddonfield. Michael's pissed. Back. And he's fucking, here we go again. He's trick-or-treating in the Michael Myers type of way, where he's not getting candy. He's going house to house, just killing people. He's building himself back up.
Yeah,
like, man. It's so damn good. I had to put that as my number 8. It had to be in here. But yeah, I'm throwing that in there. And let me catch up with the chat here real quick. Gotten really far behind. Let's see. Oracle saying the garden kill was Halloween 5. Are you guys talking about like the sickle thing that he had? Like the
scythe.
With the scythe? Is it a scythe? Yeah, is that what you guys are talking about? Maybe.
But James said as a kid.
James said that kill was in Halloween 5. Okay. Well, I don't know. The
kid kill with the garden.
It was kind of cool. Kyle said he's talking about Tina's boyfriend getting killed with the garden tool after Michael Myers scratches his car with it. Oh, you're talking about the car, like the little like.
I got you.
Scratches the car and he gets out like you're dead or whatever. Yeah. Okay. I got you. I got 100. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that.
That was a good kill.
Yeah. You talking about the dude with his car that Michael used a guard. Okay.
All right. And I want to say his name was Michael. Yeah.
Jeff said, wow, getting a little risque in here. Hey, it's kind of what we do. Mr. Rick said, turn it off. For the love of God, turn it off. You're talking about Halloween 3 there, Mr. Rick. I see it. Oracle said, my favorite moment was Halloween 2, 81, when Loves is chasing after Loomis is chasing after Ben Tramer. I laugh at it. Yeah, when he gets hit by the okay. Yeah. Russell throwing out, you don't have a police force. I love it. I love it. Oracle, yeah, I got it, man. I got it. Paula says 8 for me is Dangertainment's monologue at the end of Resurrection. I love that you love that, Paula. I do.
Dangertainment.
Mr. Rick says, anybody going to watch Welcome to Derry after this? I'm going to try. I'm going to try as well. That is the goal. I tried to watch it at 6 p.m. tonight and only gave me the option to watch the trailer. I checked it 2 minutes before we went live just to see if it was out yet. It was still only giving me the option for the trailer. But yes, as soon as I am able to watch Welcome to Derry, I will be watching Welcome to Derry. Jerry says, good one, Mike. Thank you. Paula's saying, I am like tomorrow morning. I don't want the app crashing on me. I'm going to crash shit out of that app if it lets me watch it. I am definitely. Yes, it's on HBO Max. Yes, it will be. I don't know if it's going to be that. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try. Tim's agreeing. Hell yeah, Michael. That's a great scene. That tracking shot, dude, is freaking fantastic. He's also saying 6 times. That scene is classic. Mr. Rick is saying one of my favorite scenes in Halloween 2018 was just standing there in prison, us knowing what he's really thinking about. As soon as he had the chance, he went on a killing spree. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like that scene too. Say something. It's so good, and the music hits.
All right, Matt, you are up, sir, with number 7. The number has been changed, and you are up.
All right, man. I am going with Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. The Joe Grizzly bathroom scene. So good. And I always like, this kind of goes back to, when I talk about Friday 3 with Rick being, a bigger, stout guy. And I always wish they had a little bit more of like a tussle, to kind of show, which I mean, he does manhandling, but, I guess a little bit more of a tussle. And I thought that was so cool about the whole Tyler Mane Joe Grizzly, because Tyler Mane's a huge man.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, so is Joe Grizzly.
He needed that big jumpsuit, man.
You're not going to get one from, some 5'8", 160-pound guy. And it's just so damn good, man.
Yeah.
Banging on the door. There's a little comedy in the air with the whole Taco Deluxe Supreme coming back at me. And then opening the door, standing, I think Tyler's got him a little bit, but they're damn near just eye to eye, 2 behemoths.
You gonna let me pass this beast in peace.
And then it is just like when Michael decides it's go time, it is go time. And just the banging, the brutality, dude, I love it. I absolutely love it. Everything about that scene. And it also is, like we talked about a little bit, Michael, it's kind of classic Halloween. There's been a lot of really good, bathroom stall scenes now. And that's definitely one of my favorites.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Definitely a good one. And
it's cool to see, like, a lot of these killers say that go after, women or whatever. Sometimes you are like, okay, well, what happens if they, go against a big old grown ass man? Can they still hold their own? And that just answered all the questions. Yeah, absolutely, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, he did it in flip flops too. You know what I mean? So it's just like, well done. But all right, dude. Number 7 for me. I am going to Halloween H2O.
Okay.
Lori and Michael's face to face through the window. 20 years in the making. Michael and Lori come face to face through the window, and it's just like, dude, we waited 20 years for this. I just wish the mask could have been better. To me, you know what I mean? But it still doesn't take away from the impact that had. And it's definitely, it's one of a kind, man. It's one of a kind because before H2O, we hadn't seen Laurie Strode since 1981, right? We got the Jamie Lloyd stuff, then we got the Cult of Thorns stuff, and then with her coming back, it's just it was just fantastic, and they threw those two together. It was great, man. So it definitely does belong on my list, and for sure, it's my number 7. Lucky number 7.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Michael, keep going with the chat. I'm gonna get a pen and hit the restroom and get myself a water real quick. I'll be right back, buddy.
All right, dude. Well, that's not what I wanted. There we go. A little bit of Happy Halloween's covered, but you guys are good. Michelle said we watched the original It and Carved Pumpkins earlier. That's super cool. I watched earlier this week. I watched It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and I watched the original. I watched all 3 of them this week in prep for Welcome to Derry. I ended up watching the original just because I watched the other 2, and I was like, I want to watch the original now. So I did that. But yeah, I love It for sure. James says I like art more than Pennywise. Yeah, James. No. He's not there yet, you guys. He's not. It's my opinion, of course, but no. Pennywise is Pennywise. Center Studios. Me too. He agrees. I do not. Paula says 7 for me is Say Something in 2018. Yes, I absolutely love that. Love that scene. What a transition into the opening credits. Fantastic. It's a build up. Before you said Say Something, you've got all those people making all those noises. The dogs are barking. You've got the alarm going off. It's just a huge build up to where the music actually hits. So good, Paula. So good. It's an honorable mention for me for sure. It's fantastic. Jerry says I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch. I got you. James is saying the Joe Grizzly kill was so bloody. Hell yeah. Tim is saying if Art found Pennywise in the sewer, he'd eat him alive and then smile. That's debatable. It's debatable. Jeff said Tyler Mane is coming to Horror Hound in March. All right. He was really nice. He was really cool. Tim saying that's the one Michael left that he needs to meet. That's cool, man. He's nice. He's really cool. Michelle is saying I always like Pennywise, but yeah, me too. I agree with that. I agree. Russell saying there's this Michael I still need to meet for movie. Yeah, Russell, dude, anywhere, brother. Like if you're ever in the area, fucking for sure, dude. Definitely, man. Jeff said it was Tyler Mane, Elvira, and the stunt guy from Predator movies. Oh, so Elvira is actually is she gonna come? Don't get my hopes up again, Jeff. Don't get my hopes up again. Elvira was supposed to come last time. She was supposed to. I was so disappointed. I mean, things happen. People, they have lives, so you can't blame her for it. But I was definitely still disappointed that she didn't make it for sure. Let's see. Paula is saying I saw Scream's Frankenstein, the OG, at my local Regal cinema last night. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Tim said, well, gong me too then. I do that. Don't get me started. All right. Don't get me started on gonging. Don't. I can't. I'm not mature enough, Tim. We've established that. James says, what you give the hook. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Mr. Rick says, hot take. I like it, but not a big fan. I like It, but not a big fan of 2. The 1 was okay, but the 90s movie was the best. But I am excited for the TV show. I like the OG best. I do. All right. But Welcome to Derry is based off of the Muschetti's, 2017, 2019, It 1 and 2. What I do know, and I've avoided most spoilers about, is it happens in 1962. And by watching It Chapter 1 this week, I realized that when Ben is talking about things, he's going over the dates. He brought up 1962, known as the Black Spot. So I'm assuming that that's what this is going to be about. And I'm anxious to see where it goes. So yes, I am super looking forward to the TV show. I can't wait. Like literally, I'm about to end the show right now so I can watch it. I'm just kidding, but I want to see it. Jeff says, for the love of horror, I didn't know that was you, Jerry. Oh yeah, that's Jerry. That is Jerry. Look at the pictures. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I am doing it. Man is saying, watching Derry right after this. I'm stoked. I am excited as well too. Mr. Rick said, that's a really good chance I'm going to Horror Hound in March. That's cool, man. It depends on what day it's on and if I have to work or not, if I'm going or not. All right, Matt, we are on number 6.
All right, let's do it.
Number 6.
Finally got some of mine crossed out here. Dude, I went crazy. With Halloween scenes, man. And it's like I was telling you backstage, the first 2 or 3 like seemed like it was like serious work, and then they just started coming. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Write that down. Goodness. All right. I like some of the, the scenes that, like I was telling you, aren't just like no brainers. Everybody like loves that scene. I'm going to go with Rob Zombie's H1 when he first abducts Lori and is simply just walking down the sidewalk holding her in his arms. Like, I want one of the best artists I can find to paint that scene for me, and I will drop some stupid money on that if he nails it. But I just think it looks so damn good. And it takes you back. It's almost like another classic scene of, say him carrying Annie, when he carries her across the, side of her lawn, up into the house. I just love it. I absolutely love it. He's got her in her arms. He's chill. He's doing his things, and I just think it's just a beautiful shot, like absolutely beautiful shot.
Hell yeah, man! Hell yeah, that's a good one.
It
is a good one.
And I don't know if it's let us know in the chat if people do agree with me on that. I don't. I feel like it's overlooked.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. I feel like it's not really talked about, but scene I absolutely think is brilliant.
All right. See you later, Wayne. Have a good one, brother. I hope you have a great night, sir, or day, whatever it is in Australia. I hope you have a good one. For me, number 6 is Halloween 4. Jamie on the top of the stairs with the scissors. Where you're thinking, oh shit, like we've come full circle. There's going to be a new Michael presence. She is taking over the helm from her uncle, and you get the classic Loomis. He's up there now. Like I absolutely love it. Actually, I think I have a clip of it somewhere. Shit, I don't even know where the hell.
Oh, you have a clip of it?
I do.
I busted it out.
No.
That is a broken man, Matt. He has gone through all this bullshit from Halloween 1, chasing Michael around everywhere. He gets blown up in Halloween 2 to come back in Halloween 4 and have nobody believe him and have to do it all over again to finally thinking that they've killed him. So it's starting off clown suit and all, Matt. Clown suit and all. I feel like it was a great moment. Halloween 4. Jamie on top of the stairs. Too bad they couldn't do more with it moving forward.
It's almost one of the times you almost can't blame a grown man for being ready to blow a 9-year-old girl's head off. You know, as
like
much,
he pulled the gun up and everything.
as
Like,
much as I hate to say that because it sounds so nasty. But just like after everything you just said, like you kind of get it. Like I'm not doing this again. Let's hit this shit right here for
just
you.
go ahead and lock me up in his old room. Like I'm not doing it again.
Started like it is a broken man. And you busted that out a lot after Halloween Ends, and I thought it was so damn funny, and I still do.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
You said
All right,
something about this is Donald Pleasant watching Halloween Ends.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
You would play that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, man. Number five.
All right. Oh, it's so hard to I was just being honest, man, to do a solid order, man. That would just take me a freaking minute. That's a hard thing to do. I got a good 5. I'm going with Rob Zombie's H2, the dream sequence.
Yeah.
But specifically the nurse kill. You know, he's killing an Academy Award winner, and very deserving Academy Award winner. I believe she is a absolute brilliant actress. But that whole scene where, you know, she comes in and she's like, okay, you know, for a split second, there's relief from Lori that here's the nurse. But then it turns to dread after you seeing the nurse is like in distress. Blood starts coming out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And then it slows down to show a gorgeous looking Michael Myers come right out of the freaking hallway, right?
Yeah.
And just like wreak havoc. And I've always been a fan of like some really gnarly brutality. Doctors are still kind of, you know, working on, you know, what might be wrong with me. But anywho, I thought it was beautiful. He was absolutely brutal. You know, 2-3 times stabbing her was not enough. And he just went to town and his grunts. It was just, dude, it was awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
It was awesome in the, you know, worst way. But I think that's another thing that's so cool about horror films is it's fake. You know, it is not real. So you can like live through that. But I absolutely loved it, man. I think that was a shining moment for Tyler Mane. And I believe he's even stated that himself, you know, how many slashers get to kill and you know, Academy Award winner. And I don't blame him for saying that. Like, that's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
So
yeah, great scene, dude. You know, it made my list too. You know, it definitely did. Fantastic. Number 5 for me, Matt. I am going back to H2O, where Lori sends.
Damn! All right.
Yeah, Lori sends her son and girlfriend away and decides it's time to fight back.
That's on my list.
She sends them away. She breaks the fucking door with the rock. You know, she grabs the axe. The music hits. She's screaming Michael's name. She walks in the hallway. Michael comes lowering himself down with one freaking arm. I thought that shit was fucking awesome. That whole sequence there for me was great. I think it was fantastic. And it's really like we are getting you pumped up for the finale right here. You know, the music hits at the perfect time. I think that it is just freaking badass, man. Badass. Enough badass for that to be, you know, my number 5, for sure.
I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
All right, Matt. We are going to jump to number 4.
Michael, you know what? You know what else like makes that scene is because up until then, you hadn't really heard the music in H2O.
Right. I mean, there were a couple spots like when the kids were getting on the bus and they were leaving for Yosemite. They play it, and this I'll say this is an honorable mention about H2O. Right after that happens, you get Janet Leigh and Jamie Lee Curtis in the same scene talking about which
is also phenomenal.
Yeah, and I mean Janet Leigh's got the car from Psycho behind her, and her dialogue, she says, if I can be maternal for a moment, and that's her mom in real life. I don't like seeing you this way, blah, 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 all the references that she's talking about. And then she gets in the car, the Psycho car, you know what I mean? And it's just so good, man. But the music had played just before that as the buses are leaving for Yosemite. But you're right, man. Like it's
how it hits after she screams Michael.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it does. Like it's not my favorite Halloween music, with like all the bells and shit, but it does hit at the right time. The right portion of that hits at the right time, and it's so good.
It gave me goosebumps, man, when I was first watching it. Michael, ding. Yeah, it was like, here we go.
Hell yeah. All right, man. We are to number 4. All right. You are up on number 4.
All right, man. And I'll also say I think their showdown was done very well.
Yeah.
All right, dude, we gotta do something sick for 4. All right. I didn't have to look any further. I saw one that I wrote down. I'm like, yeah, that's deserving of the number 4 spot. I'm going with, and I want to say this is probably one of my favorite endings in the franchise, but I'm going with the ending of Halloween 2 with the blood tears, the gunshots, the gas with Michael's, everything about it. Like, I could just go on for days. Granted, there are, you can critique it all you want. How is somebody gonna, take 2 shots to the face and only have some, dripping blood out of his eyes? You can go into that, but watching it for what it is, son of a bitch, if it's not a good ending. And he looks so damn good. I'm all about the look.
Yeah.
You blast him twice in the face, right? And then it goes to Michael. He holds his face as these amazing blood tears are coming out of his eyes. I think a little bit's coming out of his nose. And there's like some like eerie music playing. It's so good.
Hell yeah, man.
It's so good. It's like horror movie magic, if you ask me. And then he's blinded, obviously, and they're doing the whole, they're trying to, have him hear noises from all the gas, tanks and everything. And he's just trying his damnedest to keep on killing and swinging that freaking scalpel. It's, dude, I absolutely love it. And then you end it, with Loomis, with everything he says is classic. But to just bust out his lighter and say, Michael, it's time.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like it's just stupid good.
Yeah. And I mean, let's not forget about the firewalk after it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of my favorite endings, not even in this franchise, I'd say of horror movie, in general. I absolutely love it. And I actually do feel like sometimes a lot of my favorite horror movies, their endings can be, kind of underwhelming at times.
Yeah.
But that's not one of them.
So,
yeah, I'm going with H2, man.
I got you.
Blood tears ending scene. So good.
Number 4 for me is going to be from the OG Halloween. When Laurie Strode has her back against the wall and you have that dark closet behind her and the Shape's mask just slowly creeps in to where you start to make it out. I think that is just an epic Halloween fucking yes. You know what I mean? Like that, if you were to describe Halloween in one scene, like that might be it for me. Like it's just like, show me how dope Halloween is with just like 30 seconds of film. That's what I'm showing you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's enough. Like, that just represents freaking everything. Just his freaking, oh, it's so good, dude. It's just like the first time, you know, like I obviously don't remember my first time, but it's just like you start to like, is that his face? And then it's clearly his face and he's standing right there. Now, how he only hit her shoulder, I don't have no idea. But you know, it's so good, man. And it had to be on my list, and it had to be high on my list, on how much that I fucking love it. Like, it's so damn good. Had to be there. Had to be there. And that is my number 4 from the OG Halloween. All right, Matt, we're down to number 3.
Yeah, it is killer, dude. It is so killer. And I love that. I'll say one thing about you. I love that Friday the 13th, as far as franchise, is your favorite franchise. But your favorite horror film is H1, and I absolutely respect that and love that. Because in so many ways, it really is the perfect horror film.
It is.
So, okay, we are on 4.
We are on the 3.
Nice. Okay. Oh God, what deserves 3? I got it. All right, and like I said, guys, like this, I do apologize, but I don't have the best order. I'm going with something I absolutely love, and it's simply for the shot.
Mm-hmm.
It is the shot. And I'm going with Halloween 5, Dr. Loomis, ballsy ass Dr. Loomis, walking right up to this behemoth of a man in Don Shanks' Halloween 5 on the staircase. You know, walks right up to him, and granted, I've met Don Shanks. He doesn't seem like he's 7 foot tall to me, but in that shot, he does. Okay, in that shot, he does. He towers over Loomis, and Loomis just gets right up in his grill, and I think his mask. I love how he portrayed Michael Myers. I think he just looked absolutely fantastic. And it was a whole different take on his look as well. So to have a completely different look, but still make it work, is a whole thing in itself. But when he's talking to him and Michael does that with that knife up and ready and does that simple head tilt to the side, is just... It's another thing I want somebody to paint for me.
That I want the poster. I want the poster.
And I'll spend big money. Love that shot, man. You know, by no means is Halloween 5 like super high up on my list. Yeah. But if that shot to me isn't one of my favorites, I don't know what is. Like, I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Number 3 for me, as I'm going Halloween Kills, and I'm doing the firefighter scene. Him coming out of the fire. He's standing on the porch. You know, he's got his what's that damn thing called? The
is it a halogen?
Yes, he's got that halogen. He's standing there, dude. And we had never seen Michael like that. You know what I mean? We had never seen him the way he emerged from the fire. You know, say what you want about the movie itself. But the fire scene is just freaking unbelievable. It's fantastic. The way he comes out. Now, granted, very Jason Voorhees-esque, but I'm willing to, you know, because we never got to see Michael in that light. One of the things, the first time I ever met James Jude Courtney, that's what I wanted to talk about, you know, and he was so happy to talk about it. He's like, yeah, I had 3 firefighters. He's like, I had 3 suits on, you know, that was him that came out of the fire. You know, that was James. You know, he did all of that. He's like, I had 3 different suits on. He's like, I couldn't even see out of my mask. They just gave me a direction to walk. I was like, well, dude, you fucking did it the right way.
He
This shit
did,
looked
man.
fucking fantastic.
It
You
did.
know, and he just, it was so damn good, man. And it's just something that has to be said for sure. So firefighter scene for me is my number 3 for tonight, for sure. And it was brutal, man. It was brutal.
He literally came out like, guys, I have somewhere to be, and you're in my way.
Yeah.
But
apparently there's no back door that I'm going out, you know.
So I'm going through all you motherfuckers.
My options are limited here. I am going to go ahead and tear through all of you sons of bitches right now. Let's go ahead and get it. And he did.
Yeah, that was so damn good.
Oh, yeah.
So good. I cannot disagree with you there at all, Michael.
All right, brother. What you got for number 2?
All right. All right. I know you're going to love this one, Michael. We've talked about it a time or two. I'm going with 2018. And again, it's just a still shot. Michael down in the basement. The fire is lit.
Yeah.
And he is literally just standing chill, looking up right at them without a care in the world, ready to burn.
It was such a good one.
It is so good. It is so good. What else do I have to say? That's a shot. And when you told me that for you, the franchise at that moment could have ended and you would have been happy.
Yeah.
At first you say that, I'm like, what? And then I got to thinking about it more, you know, and really, and I totally get what you're saying, man. Because how brilliant that was. I get it.
Well, I mean, it could have piggybacked off of the original. You know, if you remember, the original ended with Michael being gone. And the message was the boogeyman's still out there. Well, in that scene where he's standing there and the fire's all around him, if you remember, and the camera pans back through, there's nobody on the stairs. There's nobody downstairs. The camera goes through the whole place. He's not there.
Yeah.
And it kind of leaves it up to your imagination, you know, kind of that, you know, like you decide what happened. The boogeyman's still out there. You know, you kind of please both audiences that way. People that want it to be over versus the people that, you know, want him to still be out there. And the mystery is kept alive.
Go through a meat grinder.
Yeah, the mystery is still alive, and it reflects on the fact that you can't kill the boogeyman. You know, it puts emphasis on that you know, you can't kill the boogeyman.
Absolutely.
But yeah. All right, let's see. Michelle says she's gonna get going. Okay, have a good night.
Good night, Michelle.
Number. Oh shit, we're on number 2. We are on number 2.
We're on number 1.
I have not done number 2 yet.
Oh yeah, you're number 2.
Okay, so that's me. Number 2, I am going with the Kills flashback. Absolutely love everything about it. Again, say what you want about the movie itself, but I feel like the flashback scene was the first time that I was in the theater feeling like I was watching 1978 again. I was not expecting that. You know, like, sure, in the trailer it showed little bits and pieces of, you know, it showed like Loomis standing behind Michael, standing there in front of all the cops. I remember seeing that in the trailer, but you didn't get the full gist of what was happening. And as soon as you hear that music kick in and it says Halloween night, 1978, and you see the cop car go flying through, the original music's hitting, dude. It is so damn good. And I'd love to say this too. Aaron Armstrong killed it as the Shape in that. Like, I fully believed that was the same guy that Nick Castle played in 1978. Like, it did a fantastic job. And I thought to myself, it's like, when you first heard Loomis's voice outside, well, how the fuck are they going to do this? If you pay very close attention, you could tell it's not really Loomis. But what they did, you know, the prosthetics and everything, I believe that was everything that you could possibly do to make it feel like Loomis is there, dude. And I feel like the Halloween Kills flashback scene cemented itself in, you know, Halloween history for sure. So I have to put it as number 2 on my list. And dude, I could just go back and watch the flashback scene over and over and over again. Like literally, I could just go to that part of Kills and just watch that and be content. Like
I stood up in the theater. Like
it's like, are you freaking
I don't even know
serious right
why.
now?
Like I never stand up in a theater, but like I stood up and had goosebumps when it went to 1978.
It was so good. It was so good. Before we go to number 1, Matt, I do want to say something about tomorrow. Join me tomorrow where Eric from the Bearded Entertainment will be my guest, and we are going to watch a fan film that came out recently called Halloween Descends. So we will be continuing the Halloween streak on Movies and Beyond, and we will be having the creator himself, Brendan Carrick from what is it? Is it BK? Let me make sure I don't mess this up. BK Films will be joining us. So I have not seen it yet. I've skimmed through it. The quality looks amazing. He will be joining us tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. We will be watching Halloween Descends with the creator, Brendan Carrick. He will be coming by to talk about his movie as we watch it, to watch us react to it, and to then talk about it, as well as you in the live chat to be able to
that's
react
awesome.
to it and
That's
ask him questions about it. It's about a 23-minute long Halloween film. And I will say this, don't cheat, you guys. Don't go watching it ahead of time. But yes, so, you know, I like to promote the fan films on my show. He was nice enough. He was very happy to come over and to talk about it and to watch it with us. So as we've done in the past, Matt, if you remember, we had Dave McCrae on a couple years ago and we watched It's Me, Billy.
Yeah.
I should probably get a hold of him. I still haven't seen It's Me, Billy 2 to see if he won't come in and watch It's Me, Billy 2 with us again at some point. But yeah, just to have that, you know, the creator on here with us, you know, like to watch that, I think that'll be a fun time for sure.
Yeah, I will definitely, I'll definitely watch that one back. It'll be a little late for me as I get up at quarter to 4 in the morning.
I know. But yeah, definitely one to watch back or listen to in the truck while you're working. You know what I mean? Definitely for sure.
And I see Eric joined us late. What's up, Eric? Always good to see you on here, buddy.
I missed it. Where's Eric at?
Shit,
there he is. Eric coming in late because I slipped into an old man nap. Yes, Eric will be with me tomorrow night as we talk to Brendan about that movie. I'm looking forward to it.
Great to see you, Eric, at Scarefest, man.
Yeah.
Great to see you, buddy.
Russell said there's another one called Halloween Aftermath, Michael. I am aware of Aftermath. But like I said, you know, it's I like to talk to the creators before I do anything with their fan film if it's brand new, Russell. So give me time, brother. I'm aware that it's out there. I am definitely aware. But I think that you guys are going to be excited about Halloween Descends. I think that that's going to be a pleasant surprise for sure. Just from skimming through it, I was just like, all right, man. Like the one thing I always look for, Matt, when I skim through Halloween fan films before I watch them on the show is I want to see the quality. I want to see the sound, and I got to see what Michael looks like. Right. And then I'm in, you know, then it is what it is at that point. Like we're going to go ahead and check it out. And that hit a 3 out of 3 for me. So I'm excited to check it out for sure.
Nice.
All right, Matt, we are doing number 1. What is your number 1 moment?
All right. This very well may be my true number 1. I'll say it's damn close, if not. But it's one thing that from the very beginning absolutely got me just hooked on Michael Myers. Something I recreated with my friends as we were, you know, wrestling, you know, in the living room or whatever. But I'm going to the 1978 sit-up.
Oh yeah,
dude, it was so damn good. You know, when you're watching that movie for the first time, you have an idea he's probably going to come back. but not in that type of fashion. Like, it was just so creepy and eerie, and he looked like he was just unstoppable at that point. You know, he's just sitting up robotic style and looks over. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's one thing that was etched into my brain immediately that got me hooked on Halloween.
Dude,
So I gotta go with the sit up.
That is freaking amazing. That is freaking amazing. That is that like I told you backstage, you know, I said, oh, that shit, dude, that one's not on mine, but it should be. It's one of those ones that, you know, it was just like I could have went through the OG and been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
I could have done that. I
For
could have.
sure. You could have had at least 7 on there, yeah.
Yes, at least. But my number one for tonight, and I will leave you guys with this. I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left, no reason, no conscience, no understanding, even in the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. That is my number one moment in Halloween history. And I'll tell you why. It lays the foundation of everything that I love about Halloween. You know, and it's a simple bit of dialogue spoken by one person. A paragraph that was said that described what that force of nature that John Carpenter referred to as the shape was and what he was to me, you know, and that's why I have so many problems with this franchise because it spits on that. And that is the premise of everything in my fandom of this franchise. Like it all comes down to that because that was the line that bought me in when I was younger. That was the thing that I sat back and listened to what this man said and said, this is the scariest shit that I have ever heard in my life. As a young boy, I'm sitting there mesmerized by what this man is saying about the shape.
And his delivery on it was so good.
Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. And one of my favorite, and my actual favorite bits of dialogue in Halloween, period, or probably almost any horror movie.
I was gonna say,
it was just it. When we talk about our Mount Rushmores of horror, right? We always talk about Michael, Jason, Leatherface, Ghostface, you know, Freddy, all that, but we never give homage to like Loomis. You know what I mean? Because let me ask you this, and this is for everybody in the chat. Do you think that Michael would have been half as popular without Loomis?
No. Because
you have to remember Michael's screen time in the OG, you know, one of the biggest defenses of Halloween Ends was, well, Michael was on the screen more in Halloween Ends than he was in the OG. Fair. But what you had in the OG was Loomis. And when Michael wasn't on the screen, Loomis was saying shit like that you're like, what are we dealing with here?
I'm going to say
what is going on?
I'm going to say we'd still be talking about him and all that good stuff, but not to this extent. I do. That's what I believe. You know, hell, after 6, you know, Donald Pleasant's last Halloween, we lost something there.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely lost a big part of the franchise there.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Like, seriously, it can't be. Like, I don't feel like there is another person that would have had the same impact, or Michael Myers will never be the same. Michael Myers will live on and he will thrive, but he will thrive on a foundation based around this man, right?
Yep.
He hyped up that train. He made you feel what was going to happen. He fucking pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. And dude, you think about all the scenes in Halloween where Michael wasn't on screen. You know, you think about Loomis talking to the guy in Smith's Grove. He couldn't drive. He doesn't know how to drive. Well, he was doing good last night. You know, they're constantly talking about. He goes to the grave with the grave guy, and you know, he's talking about Michael and the grave being gone, and you know, he's with Brackett and he's saying shit like this. And the whole time that you are watching this and Michael is not on screen, he is hyping that man. He is telling you how evil he is. He is pushing that in your face. So when you do see Michael on screen, it's more of an impact. And I think that when, you know, people compare screen time, like with Ends and with the OG, I feel like there's an imbalance there because you're not having that same effect. You know, you're not building that suspense and that drama. You're not getting that build up from Loomis to where when you do finally see Michael and he steps out, you're like, oh fuck, you know, this is the thing that guy is just constantly pounding home and constantly telling us, you know, this thing is, he's calling him a thing. Well, you remember when he's in the car with the nurse, he's like, you keep referring to it as it. And he's like, shouldn't you refer to it as him? He's like, if you say so, you know.
If you
like,
say
no, like fuck that.
So.
Like, Loomis is like, what are we gonna give him? Thorazine? He's like, he's gonna be out on his feet. Yeah, that's the point, you know. Like that's what we're trying to do here.
That's the idea.
That's exactly it, because it has to be that way. And I don't feel like Halloween. To me, I don't feel like Halloween is anything near what it is today without two things. Right, Michael himself. We're not going to count that because he's there. Loomis and the score. Loomis and the score are what made this so fantastic, right? And it is, man, it is. And I mean, I can understand you being a 10 or 11, 12-year-old kid and you go back and you watch the first Halloween for the first time. You're like, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Because you're so desensitized at this point because of the other things that have been built off of this, you know, and they pushed it further and pushed it further and pushed it further to where, you know, you're at stuff that's so it has to be so fucking Terrifier 3 now to get any type of response that you look back at these older things and you're like, yeah, it's kind of lame. Well, maybe compared to today's standards, but you have to say, just because, you know, it's like when you talk about Michael Jordan, you know, he's like, I built this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I made this what it is today. And that's, I think that's safe to say about Halloween 1978. I mean, I do. And I think that's why I get so disappointed with, you know, so many things in the Halloween franchise because of how good this was. And I think that this is a perfect example of that. And that's where Halloween hits me in the feels is that right there for sure. Absolutely for sure. But I digress. I feel like I've gotten my point across. But Matt, I do want to throw out an honorable mention. Okay. Because he did say something else that I really loved, and it wasn't a part of the same sequence. But when he said, I watched him for 15 years, sitting in a room, staring at a wall, not seeing what was past the wall, looking past the wall, looking at this night, inhumanly patient, waiting for some secret silent alarm to trigger him off. Death has come to your little town, Sheriff. Now you can either ignore it or you can help me to stop it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man. Like, fuck, you're still building that same thing, man, with another great line, man. And it just goes back to fucking Loomis from Halloween 1. Yeah. It's like you're doing it again. One of the best things about Halloween 5, I told you the shoot thing, right? The shoot thing was great, but you also had a Loomis moment in Halloween 5, right? You did, where he said, I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I knew that hell would not have him. That's you know what I mean? Tempo set, brother, set and match. Like, I feel like you've wasted one of your best lines on this horrific movie. I wish it could have been in a different one, but it doesn't.
Dude's too evil for hell, man.
Like, yeah, dude. It's like, I knew hell would not have him. You know, like, that's insane, man. That's absolutely insane. And yeah, I couldn't not on this show talk about, you know, how big of an influence Loomis was and how important to the franchise he is. And definitely my number one. Like I could have taken any three of those lines that I just spoke off for you as being my favorite, because he built that foundation of what Michael was outside of Michael being silent. So Michael was silent, but Loomis didn't have to talk because he had Loomis telling you all the things to go with him, for sure. And that's what I got for tonight, man. That is my list. I hope that you guys enjoyed talking our best moments of Halloween. I know that there was probably like 100 of them that weren't in here that you guys yelled out in the chat, and I love you all for it. And I'm sure that Matt and I could have probably come up with about 20 more if we wanted to throw out there. Did you have any Mad Matt stuff that you wanted to talk about, Matt, before we got out of here tonight?
You know what? Actually, the only thing I have to say is, we just got done with a very big fall, Horror Hound into Scarefest. But at the same time, like, we're still always collecting some of the coolest shit. We've got guys coming in. We just got a young artist who is just fantastic. He's just starting out with his, doing his own latex mask. And he's one of those artists that is very, very keen on detail, and he's just getting better and better every time. But we just got a few new pieces in from him. We've got the new Nosferatu. He did a version of that. He did his own take on a Frankenstein. And he did a Ozzy tribute, Bark at the Moon mask, like all from hand. They are absolutely beautiful. We just got a life-size Leatherface animatronic that is probably one of the most screen-accurate animatronics I've ever seen. It's got Leatherface's, bracelet, and the thing is massive. There's like veins in the arm. Dude, so yeah, man, we lost a lot of stuff, with 2 conventions back to back, which is great. But you obviously want to always build back. And that's what we're going to really focus on now. We don't have another convention until Horror Hound in March. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing, is just building, man, getting the best horror collectibles that we possibly can. But, yeah, always come check us out, guys. I want to say we're at a point now where pretty much every weekend we got new stuff coming in. But yeah, we have sold a lot, and we're in that rebuilding stage. So I'll keep you guys posted on some of the new stuff, and maybe next time, on the show, I'll bring some of those, unique pieces like that I just talked about. And I'll give you guys a good visual and show you them in person. But that's what we're doing right now. And then aside from that, dude, this was awesome, Michael. Yeah. Always, man. I love talking Halloween. I absolutely love this show. I love everybody in the channel, and that you guys, tune in to listen to Michael and I go on and on about, our favorite horror franchises. It just, I love it, man.
Hell yeah.
And my last thing, I got a couple new masks that I've ordered, and I'm waiting on those to come in. Mm-hmm. So I should have a few new faces for you guys the next next show or two. So hopefully man, coming soon. So
definitely look forward to seeing them, brother, for sure. Don't forget, tomorrow, you guys, we will be live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. With Brendan Carrick from BK Films. We will be watching Halloween Descends. I will get a thumbnail up tonight before I go to sleep, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Matt, as always, dude, this has been a blast. I love talking Halloween, brother. I hate that it's almost over, but at the same time, kind of relieved as well, like you are. Definitely look forward to Thanksgiving. I like to eat food and watch football, so that is like the perfect combination. For sure. I can't wait to fucking do that. But Matt, unless you got anything else, it's about time for both of us to get out of here for tonight.
I do not, man. This was awesome. And as always, I love you guys.
I'm gonna go cuddle up on the couch with my blanket and watch Welcome to Derry. I'm sure I'll have a few things to say about that. Who knows? Maybe when it's over, I'll jump back up and make a little video of what I thought. Possibly, but I'm not promising anything. But with that being said, I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you